So I'm Graham Speak, the CEO founder of BankVault. We're a cybersecurity innovation team developing intelligent new approaches to web security. One of our products is VanishingPoint, which I'm going to show you now. VanishingPoint makes you invisible to hackers and surveillance, even on compromised devices and unsecured networks. We have a solid team, 35 discrete innovations, 14 patents granted worldwide. One of our shareholders is Turing laureate Whitfield Diffie, the father of internet encryption. His algorithm is estimated to transact $4 to $6 trillion a day. So let me ask you a rhetorical question. If you've got a transaction to do that your career depends on or your family's future, how can you tell if your computer is compromised? You can't. In April this year, headline news across Australia, ABC News, Channel 7 and others, was that 30,000 banking passwords have been found for sale on the dark web. These weren't stolen from the bank. These were stolen directly off people's own devices. In the same week, Forbes announced 19 billion passwords have been harvested in the last 12 months. Now, it's easy to skim past statistics, but these should make every professional wake up and pay attention. Industry commentators were saying, look, you must keep your computer patched, use a VPN, don't install games, use a password manager, but all of these solutions are utterly useless in the face of InfoStealer, which is legitimate code, it's allowed to be there, and it's just doing the wrong thing. So the goal of the hacker is to capture your credentials to online services. With that, he can steal your money directly. He can redirect a financial transaction or hold you to ransom. There's a variety of things to do, and it's very simple to hack you. When you enter in a password, you see asterisks on the screen, but this is simply a mask for the person sitting next to you. Any software in your PC or browser sees this as clear text. So what this means, if you're using a password manager, when it loads your encrypted password into a web form, it is no longer encrypted. It is now clear text, intercepted instantly. There's nothing that password managers can do to stop this. This is a fundamental design flaw with the way browsers work. And this means that password managers are actually exposing your credentials to malware. Password managers help you remember lots of different passwords, but they're not secure, and they cannot be. The industry's solution to the security threat has been 2FA. 2FA is a really solid idea. It's a pain in the neck for everybody. It's even expensive to deploy and support, and it's not infallible. It is actually frequently defeated, literally with a bit of social engineering. If I've hacked your computer, hacked your browser, my man in the browser has been there on average for 10 months, according to Semantic, before I sting you. In the last 10 months, I've got everything. I know your mother's first name, your dog's maiden name, and I'm now one step away from tricking you to revealing your second factor to, for example, your bank account. So it might be an SMS message, it might be Google Authenticate. You enter that in on your browser, but I'm in your browser as well. That one-time passcode is issued once, but it can be used multiple times in, say, the next 35 seconds. And I'll probably use it before you do because I've automated the process. So VPNs are only theatre. VPNs don't do anything. It's a long pipe where the other end is in a different country, and everything comes through this unfiltered. Your email with the keylogger attached. The JavaScript, you click on the button and JavaScript is downloaded through the VPN, now is executing locally on your local machine. So VPNs don't do anything for security. And I'll just add that every device now, by default, has artificial intelligence agents installed. And these are there, it's called client-side scanning. It's designed to look for unusual behavior, malware, but you have absolutely no control over what is being captured, where that is being sent, and how it's being processed or stored later. You are blindly trusting the device that you're at working with. If you have a transaction to complete that absolutely your career depends on, don't use your own laptop. Go down the street, buy a brand new one, use it once and throw it away. And do that for every transaction. Now that's impractical, but what we're doing here is actually using the cloud to make this efficient and inexpensive. So whilst the VPN does nothing, we categorize this as a fortified VPN because nothing comes through or gets out of this. A fortified VPN requires no software. There's nothing to download, install, or configure. You click a button, we build a virtual machine on the other side of the internet. This machine is invisible from the internet. We're using the standard internet technology called IP masquerading. That machine can see the internet, but the internet cannot see it. The desktop image of that is transmitted into your screen. This is a stream of pixels. Pixels do not carry code, and it is through an encrypted connection. So nothing else outside the point-to-point connection can intercept and see what you're actually doing here. When you go to enter in your credentials, say a password, we're going to create the illusion of a keyboard on your mobile phone. It's a separate device. You scan a QR code. We're transmitting a keyboard, but this is only a photograph. There is no keyboard. We're setting up encoded cells on the screen. If you touch the cell above the photograph of the letter A, instead of generating the letter A, which is one character, we're going to generate perhaps 48 characters. And the only place in the universe that can decipher this is that virtual machine, which is invisible from the internet. And it's the only place in the universe that can merge what you're typing with that keyboard and what you typed with your physical keyboard. When you finish, that environment evaporates without trace. There's no breadcrumbs, there's no cookies. You're secure, you're anonymous, and traceable from any trackers and hackers. So let me give you a demonstration of this live right now. It's the Vanishing Point website. I'm going to go and click up on Vanishing Point Pro. Now I've got a choice here. I'm going to actually open the camera on my phone. I'm going to scan this QR code. There's nothing installed on my phone, but it's recognized me instantly. If I tap that, it logs in. I'm building a virtual machine on the other side of the internet. That machine took 1 second to build. It's a pristine new machine without any history. The desktop is now transmitted from the other side of the internet down into my browser. So my browser is acting as a dumb television screen here. And you cannot hack a television station from your television. It's impossible. This is an encrypted connection with a stream of pixels that carry no code. Nothing in my device can inject anything in the machine, and nothing in the remote machine can actually inject into my local device. So I'm here now. I've got a choice of applications. I'm going to launch, say, the Chrome browser. I'm going to go and do some banking. I go to netbank.com.au. I'm going to enter my bank account number, which is 123456. Going to enter my password, but rather than use my local computer, if there's a keylogger on here, I'm hosed. I don't want to do that. But what I can do is if I drag this aside, you'll see on my screen here, I have a QR code. Again, I'm going to open the camera on my mobile phone. It scans that QR code. It launches my browser. I'll just hold up here to the camera. You can see it's created the illusion of a keyboard on my phone. I'll bring back the screen and I'll enter my password. And whatever you see on screen here is only asterisks. Now, if you were a hacker on my computer, you are literally only seeing an image of an asterisk transmitted from a remote virtual machine. That is the only place in the universe that can merge what I typed with my physical machine. This machine is pristine new. There is no history yet. It can't have been hacked. And it's on the other side of the internet. Now, if I press login, I probably got the password wrong. It'll fail. Yes, it did. But I could use this also, for example, to log into my cryptocurrency exchange and transact. But let me go further. I'm going to actually access my crypto wallet. Now, the gold standard for crypto is to have an offline hardware wallet that never interacts with the internet. But here I've got a virtual machine that is also not interacting directly with the internet. Well, the internet can't see it. Now, I'll never talk anyone out of hardware wallets, but I travel a lot, so a device can be lost and hardware will eventually fail. When it does, I'll need my 12-word seed phrase to recover on another device. But instead, why not recover my wallet inside a virtual machine that's invisible from the internet? An invisible crypto wallet, hardware wallet security with online wallet convenience. If I go up in the browser here, I've got in Brave, I've got a wallet. This is what we call a hierarchical deterministic wallet. I can basically type in my 12-word phrase and reconstruct my wallet. Just tick the boxes to say I understand the risks. This is the Brave browser. There we go. Now I can enter in my 12-word recovery phrase now. And again, nothing on my local device or my phone is ever going to see what I'm typing here. I can reconstruct this wallet. I can transfer, for example, to my exchange. I can then log into my exchange within this environment as well. And I can do my banking at the same time. And when I log off, that machine evaporates without trace. There's no breadcrumbs, there's no cookies. If I log in again, it'll build a completely new machine at a fresh address. And again, whatever I'm doing, I'm secure, anonymous, and untraceable from any any hackers on my device or network. I can also open up an email attachment with a keylogger attached in this, or a virus, some ransomware, and it can't go anywhere because all I've got to do is shut it down and it's gone. I can look at a virus in the face and it can't touch me. So if you are doing transactions that must be secure and you need to take control of your own security, you can do this instantly with Vanishing Point. There's no software to install. There's nothing to configure. It's literally an online service. You won't use this for everything. You'll only use this for really important transactions that you have to make sure are secure. Or as I said, if you're looking to open up an email attachment or a LinkedIn attachment, which looks potentially questionable. And so I'll just add that we've had this product range in the market now for over 10 years. Our first customers were fiduciaries responsible for trust accounts, extremely large amounts of money. We had learned that 2FA can be defeated, and it was very publicly reported. What we hypothesized was if you could never intercept the password, that would fundamentally change the dynamics of cybersecurity. And we were right. If you'd like to test drive this yourself, just contact us. Our team are happy to do this with you. You can experience this on your own machine within seconds. And I'll just end with this statement that in a world that is drowning now in infostealer malware and artificial intelligence surveillance with no solution, Vanishing Point is your escape hatch. I look forward to speaking to you.